Welcome to San Diego, California, America's finest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to watch one of the perennial jewels of the bowl season, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And here's the return. Rams in with the stiff arm. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Fresno State's offense is on the field for the first time today. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent.
He's going to take a shot right away. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a three-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big time.
Always got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Has to get there to move the sticks. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Hurricanes are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got Zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Cole. On the move into 30. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Fresno State right back to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double team.
Turning it on. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Fresno State will have to punt. Now on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Green. Caught over the middle, it's Carr. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Carr. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Carr.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lines the tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was
intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
pokes it out of the air. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 30. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are in front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That gets them back to within 10. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Wilson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Hurricanes line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. Atop of the fedora. A hat trick, and we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and Little League, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, you already got 3, and it's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Fresno State, 3.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He wants to throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Here's the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's a draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air on fourth down.
Return goes out of bounds.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fresno State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up Catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Fresno State will have to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The run from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? He fires one deep over the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started.
Have your himself a dang young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great bat. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking to pass. It's Murphy. He'll off one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. Fresno State will have to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stand.
Lots of room to run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Canes have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Now on the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Brings up second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. The running back made the catch, but that was only part of the equation. He was out of bounds. It's incomplete. Third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Fresno State, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. And here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Handoff from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Let's go! Let's go! To the ground with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They are going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Going right to work up top. Quickly complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front, it's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO fired complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much. But keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
That's caught. It's Jamison. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. The 30. The 10. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really